That's why I created Conservative Dad's ultra-right, 100% woke-free beer.
Now this could be a parody. This could absolutely be a parody, but I don't think it is. Find out how much it does cost. A 6-pack is $20. According to distributors, sales of Budweiser have fallen in the face of their new spokesperson, Dylan Mulvaney. Let's hear from one of these distributors, who kind of looks like Randy Orton.
I work for an affiliate company. I am a merchandiser, and the sole product of the company I work for is Anheuser-Busch products.
Sounds like you need to diversify.
So with all this canceling going on, I've never seen such little sales in this past few days on these products. And it's sad because when people don't buy this beer, I don't make money.
Oh, the poor baby don't make money if people don't buy alcohol. Oh.
And I can't feed my family. So it's kind of
Sound like you, my friend, need to go to your employer. If you are working, you need to be compensated for that, sir. Do you want to talk about the labor theory of value here? Come on. Ah, yes, the leopards ate my face party. That's exactly right.
heartbreaking, I guess. That
I'm assuming this is around North Carolina somewhere.
They don't know their clientele, so it's kind of heartbreaking. Thanks, Anheuser-Busch. I may not be able to feed my family coming up here soon.
Are you telling me that a beer distributor works strictly on commission? And you need to be out here slinging booze? Oh, that's Jacksonville Jaguars? I thought it was a Panther. I thought it was like North Carolina or some shit. Wow. Apparently, Bud does not know Anheuser-Busch. There are more than just Budweiser under the umbrella of Anheuser-Busch. Apparently, they don't know their audience. Dylan Mulvaney says she's doing great after Bud Light partnership backlash, as she spotted in almost exactly the same outfit as 2 days before outside Hollywood studio. I don't know why that matters. Hey, Dylan.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think people are overreacting with the whole Bud Light? People throwing their Bud Light out the windows and like...
Oh, he would get a bonus based on volume. Okay, that's what I thought. That sounds right.
Do you think people are overreacting with the whole Bud Light? People throwing their Bud Light out the windows and like burning it and all that stuff? People are overreacting by doing that?
I'm thriving, I'm happy, you know.
Yeah.
Life is good, thank you.
Okay, because I feel like, it's 2023 and we should accept everyone, right? And like, I feel like it's kind of new to everyone and that's why it's happening. Do you see like the future? Do you see everything changing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, hope you have a great day.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't go up to Dylan and harass her like that. That outfit is cute. That outfit is super cute. On Sunday, the polarizing personality, she's only polarizing because right-wingers are fucking dumb and right-wing propaganda tells them to hate her, who only bloomed to internet stardom during the pandemic. Okay. Surfer McGritty, good evening. Was spotted picking up a prescription and an Amazon Prime package in a posh LA suburb where she now lives. Do not harass people when they're picking up their prescriptions. Seriously, adorable. I don't know what all the right-wing hate is about. Yeah, you guys saw the chat. Dan Crenshaw boycotts Bud Light with a fridge full of Carbach. So, Texas Representative Dan Crenshaw failed in his boycott attempt at Bud Light by posting a video of his fridge full of Carbach, which is owned by the same company.
saw Bud Light's stupid ad campaign. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw out every single Bud Light we've got in the fridge. All right, well, I guess that was easy.
He didn't even have one in there, but had beers owned by the same fucking company. Let me tell you, sir, if you had some Bud Lights, I would take them off your hand. I would drink several of them so I could get a good piss going on and piss right in your open eye hole. Give me that eye pussy. Pisses in his own mouth pussy. Right-wingers are absolute morons. Dumbest fucks walking the planet. But this is, and all they're doing is helping Anheuser-Busch. This is outrage marketing. I have went over this numerous times. The right-wingers play right into Mr. Potato Head, Dr. Seuss, all this fucking Aunt Jemima. They're playing you guys like fiddles, you fucking idiots. Companies that get woke aren't going broke. They're more profitable than ever. Because, of course, these are capitalist companies that care about making money. Right-wingers, you ain't the majority. Get woke, go broke.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels.
Has become a
who.
rallying cry for the political right whenever they see a brand make the slightest effort to align itself with liberal or progressive values. It's a meme that allows MAGA country to believe that there is an ongoing massive backlash to products that acknowledge and celebrate marginalized communities, but the supposed boycotts never seem to be reflected in the bottom line. Besides, by the time we would expect to notice any effect, conservatives have already moved on to the next outrage. Kid Rock and Travis Tritt declared war this week against brewer Anheuser-Busch for a Bud Light partnership with trans actor Dylan Mulvaney, yet the focus has already shifted to the whiskey Jack Daniels because of its ad campaign featuring drag queens, which was also from 2021, so they're just now finding out about it, apparently. Don't tell my heart, my wokey brokey heart. Let me hit you with a meme about this. The youth pastor and his assistant across the bar who won't stop buying you Bud Lights. With all the companies, these grievance peddlers are busy trying to destroy. It's none too surprising that some have slipped through the cracks. Though the U.S. economy is facing headwinds and earnings may be down across the board for the first fiscal quarter of 2023, there's ample evidence that major brands tend to easily weather anti-woke furor. Here's an accounting of several that right-wingers vowed to ruin and how they're faring in the aftermath. Keurig. You remember the Keurig thing. When was this? 2018? 2017, the Keurig kerfuffle, kerfuffles, I'm calling the kerfuffle kerfuffles from now on. A Keurig kerfuffles of 2017 was a blueprint for the Get Woke, Go Broke phenomenon. The slogan had yet to be coined, but the sentiment was certainly there. If you'll recall, a Republican candidate named Roy Moore was running to represent Alabama. The pedophile, Roy Moore, was running to represent... Come on, sue me, Roy. Come on, sue me like you did fucking Sacha Baron Cohen. Republican candidate named Roy Moore was running to represent Alabama in the Senate when multiple women accused him of sexual misconduct. Fox News host Sean Hannity cast doubt on the allegations, warning viewers not to rush to judgment against Moore, which caused Keurig to pull ads from their for their coffee makers from his show. This was right as the Me Too movement was taking off. In response, Hannity's fans called for a boycott and started smashing their Keurigs on social media. Oh, do we have a video where Hannity says he loved it? Apparently, Hannity deleted the video. Nope, we don't have it. Oh. The parent company, Keurig Green Mountain, acquired Dr. Pepper Snapple Group in an $18.7 billion deal in 2018 forming Keurig Dr. Pepper, the third largest beverage company in North America. This behemoth's annual gross profits have swelled ever since, reaching $7.3 billion. Nearly 5% increase over 2021. Always hostile to corporate initiatives that have a whiff of affirmative action, conservatives were predictably incensed to learn in 2021 that United Airlines planned for half of its incoming pilot trainees to be women and or people of color. I don't even remember this. Piers Morgan sneered that they'd try to recruit blind pilots next. To trick another pathetic virtue signaling box. Tucker Carlson whined that United execs were ideologues suffering from an incurable brain disease called wokeness.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
The beginning of 2023, United was reporting fourth quarter 2022 profit of $843 million, beating Wall Street expectations. Carhartt, the 134-year-old workwear company headquartered in the American Midwest, is an odd target for right-wing resentment. Indeed, Carhartt's heavy-duty apparel is practically synonymous with the manual labor that Republicans and Democrats alike tend to describe as the bedrock of national greatness. How could they possibly go woke? Well, by maintaining a COVID-19 vaccination requirement for employees after the Supreme Court blocked the Biden administration's federal vaccine mandate. Sure enough, boycott Carhartt started trending nationally. In December, Carhartt announced an investment of $4.65 million to expand its Dearborn, Michigan campuses and plans to hire 125 more workers at an average wage of $43.22 per hour. Disney, the entertainment giant, which, by the way, I don't think it's a Disney movie. Maybe it is, I don't know. But like, is the Mario movie woke or is it anti-woke? I can't tell. I've seen half of right-wingers tell me it's a woke cash grab. I've seen the other half of right-wingers tell me it's like an anti-woke love letter to right-wingers. What the fuck? How it's Schrodinger's fucking wokeness. I'm having a hard time tonight, guys. Seriously, the hair. All my broadcasting prowess was in my hair. Schrodinger's wokeness. It is at the same time both woke and anti-woke. Schrodinger's cat. Oh my god. Oh, it's poised to be the highest earning animated movie of all time, isn't it? Working, good evening. Also, producer Dave from Echoplex. Somebody shout out Echoplex. Mario movie is like set to have like the highest grossing opening weekend for an animated movie, I do believe. So Disney, they've been canceled for redesigning the theme park ride Splash Mountain to make it less racist, because boy is Song of the South fucking racist. And the central premise of the ride is that they're throwing God damn it, I can't talk. Briar Rabbit into the Briar Patch. When the log flume comes up at the top and it goes over like your Briar Rabbit being thrown into the Briar Patch and going down into it. I don't even know what it looks like now. So they added LGBTQ characters to their family films and the casting of a black woman, Halle Bailey, as the lead in their live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, which had me confused because I thought it was Halle Berry, and I'm like, that's not Halle Berry. What, huh? Anyway, perhaps the biggest blow-up, however, came when Disney opposed Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay law, signed by Governor Ron DeSantis last year, leading reactionaries to baselessly accuse the company of grooming children. The indignation even led to anti-Disney rallies. I covered one of those with producer Dave on the Echoplex stream. They were outside of Disneyland, and it was Sean fucked. However much Disney lost in sales as a result, It was less than a drop in the bucket. Their gross profit for 2022 was $28.321 billion, a 27% increase from 2021. And the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. You guys can read more of it if you want to. Fantastic Rolling Stone argument. But I want to get back to more right-wing cope. Here is... Apparently, you know how Daily Wire specializes in coming up with products that they can sell their idiot followers on the backs of these controversies. The Harry's Razors is too woke. What was the chocolate bars that had somebody on them, or Love is Love or something like that for Valentine's Day. So Daily Wire had to go start their own chocolate company. It's only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before one of these right-wing grifters started their own beer company. And we'll see how long it lasts.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use. That's why I created Conservative Dad's ultra-right, 100% woke-free beer.
Now this could be a parody. This could absolutely be a parody, but I don't think it is. Because I think there's an ad right there. That's what I was saying, Dave. However, I don't think it is.
As conservatives, we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right,
Buddy, you deserve to be hit in the fucking face.
by the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer. If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking. Stop giving money to woke corporations that hate our values. And to the rest of you woke corporations, stay the away from our kids.
I don't think this is satire.
Buy yours online in 42 states at ultrarightbeer.com.
Man, that really didn't take him long. 4% alcohol? 4% alcohol? Isn't that low? Aren't beers like 4.5 or 4.7 or something? I know it depends on the state, by the way. Different states have different... Find out how much it does cost. A 6-pack is $20. And it's a low alcohol content. Plus shipping. Yep. Only 4%. Well, it depends on the state. Some states don't like... is it Missouri? Like, it's like 3.5%. Justin was born in 1903. Look at my bald head. It probably is just repackaged Bud Light. They probably made a deal with Anheuser-Busch. A lot of people don't realize this. Like, when you go and buy off-brand stuff, a lot of times it's like Kraft making it and just repackaging it as the generic. Well, let's get some more. Instead of talk about beer, let's talk about wine. Let's get some more wine, shall we? And this wine is coming from Megyn Kelly, wine mom Megyn Kelly.
For you to talk about how she thought Bud Light's former marketing strategy was dated and male focused, and she was very proud of one of the Super Bowl ads that she put together. It featured Miles Teller, who was in Top Gun Maverick, and it featured Miles and his wife, whose name I think is Kaylee. Keely, we'll listen to it. Kelly, okay, Kelly, but it's spelled weird. Anyway, so the ad is all about Miles Teller. It's about Miles Teller. It features his wife a bit.
Who's Miles Teller?
Describing the ad, Alyssa Heinerscheid.
I cast an incredible female choreographer who just brought incredibly positive, amazing energy to the spot. We cast Miles Teller and his wife, Kelly Teller, but it was really crucial to me that if you see that spot, Kelly is the heartbeat of that spot. You're seeing this whole experience through Kelly. She's the beating heart. She, I would sort of argue, is sort of what propels you through that experience. And that was intentional.
I hate all advertising.
My God. I'm so sick of this nonsense, aren't you?
Oh, and this is that chick, I shouldn't call her chick, that's demeaning. This is the woman from Rising that I really, really hate. She always says the dumbest fucking shit. Ryan Grimm was constantly correcting her and making her look dumb as fuck. What, Emily Jablonski? They went too far. Jimmy says they went too far. Jimmy, you're an idiot.
The ad is about the actual one who's famous, but it was through the eyes and the heart of the woman, and it was choreographed.
Oh, Kim Iverson is absolutely the worst, and you guys, Drake, you know that. I think you've been here for many of my segments about Kim Iverson. Ryan actually works with Crystal and Sagar now. They do. Crystal and Sagar is called Breaking Points, and it might be Ryan and Emily. It might be both of them. It might be the two of them. They do a Counterpoints, I think is what it's called.
A woman. That is to my credit. That's really what she's saying, Eliana, right? Like, it's sort of like the Disney executive. I sneak my secret woke agenda in wherever I can.
It doesn't matter what her name is.
There are a lot of layers here. First of all, I love the rainbow children's art over. It's like coming out of her head in the image. It's perfect. But then even before you said she was Harvard and Wharton educated, my thought was this is clearly a woman who is a product of elite institutions on the East Coast. She is part of the crowd that was certain Elizabeth Warren would be the Democratic Party's nominee in 2020, who uses terms like Latin X, and thinks that the rest of the country thinks and talks the way they do, and if they don't, they're backwards people, and who doesn't have the self-awareness to realize they live in an elite bubble and need to check their biases. Look, I'm part of that same kind of elite.
I was about to say.
I live on the East Coast. I'm a product of the same institutions. I realize I may not have my finger on the pulse of, rural America. I think a little self-awareness would have taken this woman a long.
Jimmy, you missed the part where all these companies that you guys keep bitching about keep making money hand over fist because you're dumb. You're doing their job for them. You are helping them with marketing. Right-wingers are morons. You guys don't realize you're being played, and it's sad. It's sad.
It's not that hard. If you bother to care, if you read certain publications, if you listen to certain reporters on this show, we take callers, it's like they don't have their finger on the pulse because they don't care, Eliana. You care. And while you may not be living in rural America, I've listened to you long enough and read you long enough to know you do care. You make an effort to learn. They don't, because they think these people are losers. They think they're gross. She's embarrassed.
Glass houses and all that.
Drink of choice for Kid Rock supporters. She's grossed out. She wants it to be the people who are at Harvard and Wharton who are drinking that product, and she's gonna change that single-handedly right before she gets her ass fired, which is going to happen again.
She's gonna have to pry those top shelf liquor martinis out of their cold, dead hand.
It's so true.
Why was that funny?
Here's the thing. You mentioned, Emily, the score, like the DEI scores that these companies, because why? Why is...
Oh, I think it gets even worse, Dave.
And Bud Light and Nike sponsoring Dylan Mulvaney now for fucking sports bras, okay? I'm sorry, Dylan doesn't have breasts. Dylan's been taking some sort of a hormone that has turned Dylan into some, I don't know what's happening there, but those are not breasts. And Dylan doesn't need any sort of a bra.
So, content warning for the transphobia. I don't think you know what you're talking about, Megyn Kelly, because men have breasts. Some men have a hell of a lot bigger breasts than you do, Megyn.
Bra, never mind a sports bra. The three ladies on this program right now have 6 boobs between us, and we actually know what it's like to wear a bra, and no one would be inspired to buy one based on non-breasted Dylan Mulvaney prancing around in a Nike sports bra. By the way, Dylan also appears to have an eating disorder. I'm just going to say it. But Dylan is about 40 pounds soaking wet. So this should not be anybody's spokesperson for anything. If there were a woman who looked like that, she couldn't get an endorsement because they'd say she clearly is unwell. Okay, so why are they doing this? You touched on it.
Yeah, Trump's got some titties.
They get these scores. They get these sort of their CEI or DEI scores, Corporate Equality Index. This is from New
I thought you guys love capitalism.
Of the burgeoning ESG score system, Environmental, Social, and Corporate Governance is ESG. And we already knew that a lot of these big investment firms, BlackRock and so on, will look at your ESG score.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shelly.
Invest in you.
I'm sorry for the poor dude that
a little different. It's
showed up with his titties hanging out.
And it's being pushed by the country's top investment firms. The scores are handed out.
Ooh, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they're pushing this, then it's going to make them money because that is the only thing they give a shit about. Megan.
Good CEI, Corporate Equality Index score. You have to please the Human Rights Campaign. The Human Rights Campaign, that's the organization that was headed by Alphonso David, who was secretly advising Andrew Cuomo on how to bury all the women who were accusing him, right? It's supposed to be like, yay, pro-gay and pro-LGBTQ. And secretly this guy was like, screw those women, let's bury them. All right, so he was forced out. But this is a hard
organization. Because they didn't put up with bullshit.
If you need to get their approval, of course you're going to use Dylan Mulvaney and the like.
It's this amazing alliance that's developed over the last decade, I would say, between the far left sort of activist class and cultural activist class, not economic activist class, but cultural activist class and big business. It's incredible to see their marriage come to fruition. And that's exactly what this is when you have firms like BlackRock, and not just BlackRock, but they will actually score companies. You can see it on the Human Rights Campaign website. They score these companies.
Who's mad?
That's used for investors to determine where they're steering capital. And this is like incredibly important because it's a great glimpse into how divorced a lot of the decisions these big companies make, especially investment firms make. They're not divorced. They're not in touch with the market. They're completely divorced from market forces. This is not free market capitalism. This is something completely perverted and distorted that prioritizes.
It's not free market capitalism when the companies themselves decide what would be best to make the most money. What are you talking about?
The opinions of this elite group of investors, DC activists, politicians, and you have good luck doing something about this. I mean, some people are trying, and you have Vivek Ramaswamy, who's now running for president, out there like trying to blow the horn and wave the red flag and say this is happening. But good luck. It's not like you can just stop going to that store that you really like going to in your small town because they did something you don't like. It's not a boycott that's as easy and connected as that. It's completely a distorted market system that prioritizes the ideology of people who are completely out of touch and who have this binary where you are either fully culturally progressive or you are necessarily a bigot. We have heard this out of the mouth of the President of the United States, who's talked about Jim Crow 2.0 and a Georgia voting law that's not even as strict as his own.
That's bullshit, Emily. We have gone over this before. Like, we're back to something for fucking, this was a year ago or something, wasn't it?
States and Delaware's. We've heard him talk about Jim Eagle and all of that stuff. If you are not fully on board with their cause, you are a bigot, you will be penalized. And you will be penalized even if you don't proactively support them. Maybe you just quietly support them. No, it has to be proactive. Otherwise, you will be penalized. So it's just extortion. That has completely shifted the incentive system in the market and in society.
It's like, I don't get it because you're right. You can't avoid the companies that take the knee to this Human Rights Campaign and scoring system. They include, the top scores go to in the following order. Number 1, Walmart, Amazon, Exxon, Apple, CVS.
Jimmy, is it sad that they hurt your feelings? You're sad. You're the one that's sad here.
I mean, as much as I'd love to tell you I'm going to throw out my iPhone and not get my scripts filled at CVS anymore, I'm not doing that. I'm not stopping using Amazon.
You probably should.
I am eating healthier these days, and that is why I love good olive oil.
Hey, if you want to eat healthy, I can give you my ass to eat, Megan. Come on, ma'am. You want to know what the latest is on the latest product? Take a guess. Take a guess. What do you guys think the latest product is that is too woke for the conservatives? Any guesses? Any guesses? This is a new one to me. Rubbers. This is a new one to me. This was posted by Charlie Kirk just a few hours ago. Apparently, I wish. Tell them that oxygen has gone woke. Legos. It's Legos.
The Lego group supports what?
Yeah, the Lego group pretty proudly supports the LGBTQ community. Do we not?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the question is, why are you all in here with those pins on? Do you think children care about what man sucks at home and what girl eats vaginas at home? Do you think they care about that?
So now Charlie Kirk frames this as the dude gets kicked out for asking them. This father confronts Lego for promoting LGBTQ agenda to children and gets thrown out by store security. He's talking about sucking dick and eating vagina. That's why he got thrown out.
The Lego group supports what?
Yeah, the Lego group pretty proudly supports the LGBTQ community. Do we not?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the question is, why are you all in here with those pins on? Do you think children care about what man sucks at home and what girl eats vaginas at home? Do you think they care about
It's
that?
time to leave, man.
Do you think they care?
I don't think they think about that personally.
Right.
Exactly.
They think about it when they see your pin.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
It's
Guys, I'm
disgusting.
gonna call security.
That's called grooming.
All right. Did y'all mind leaving?
Bad. Good evening.
That you're in here wearing a pride flag
Absolutely. We will
on
let them
your
know.
shirt.
Come on, guys. It's time to leave.
You know what's amazing? Most children don't know. He's been educated by me. I think it's grooming. It's borderline pedophile.
That's it, man. So many people on Twitter are like, you got educated by me. Dude, you're a fucking idiot. You didn't educate anybody. You're saying the dumbest fucking shit.
It's amazing. Most children don't know. He's been educated by me. I think it's grooming. It's borderline pedophile.
One of the workers is just wearing a fucking pin.
Weirdos to come in here and wear that, and at the same time, kids buy from the store. When does it stop? I'm sick and tired.
You don't have to shop.
Huh? Yeah, but I came here to buy something. When does it stop? At some point, we need to stop pushing this mess on children.
At this point, we're just going to have to ask.
Buddy, the rainbow flag represents inclusion. Inclusion of all people. It is anti-bigotry. So when you flip the fuck out about a fucking rainbow flag like this, it's kind of a tell. It's kind of you pulling your mask off, motherfucker. Psychofap, good evening.
I'll leave, and I won't spend any money at Lego.
Fantastic.
If you're in here right now,
Sir.
if you're in here right now and you care about value, this store is intentionally promoting LGBTQ behavior on children.
Sir, you're
Spend your money in a place that doesn't do that to kids.
Sir, you're about to get trespassed.
Thank you.
Dumbest fucks walking the planet. Absolute fucking morons.